Welcome to CEO Money. I'm Michael Yorba. Thanks for joining us. I have Josh Stramiello, founder of FixeFoods, with me right now. Josh, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Michael.
My pleasure. All right, tell our audience background on you, what FixeFood does, and then let me walk through a couple of questions I got for you.
Awesome. So for me, I grew up in a single-parent home in New Jersey, and I experienced a little bit of food insecurity firsthand. Ended up going to college and then law school, left law school to go into tech. I've been in the food tech space for almost 5 years now. And the inspiration for FixeFood came from Meals on Wheels. I was doing a case study on that, and they do $5.6 billion a year, servicing 2 million senior citizens. And about half of the company is actually a logistics company, which is pretty surprising. I think most people think of Meals on Wheels, they think of a charity, they think of helping people, volunteerism, which is all really important, and they do that really well. But from a logistics standpoint, there's been a lot of innovation over the last 5-10 years, and I thought that would make a good SaaS model. So FixeFood was born out of that. And what it is we're the fastest way to live a healthy lifestyle. So if you decide you want to live paleo or heart healthy or diabetic friendly, then we're going to help plan your entire week. We're going to do your grocery shopping for you, give you the recipes that you need. All you have to do is add cooking. And the thing that's key for us is if you live in a food desert and it's inaccessible for you to be able to get fresh groceries, we're going to deliver those to you. And then where it gets really crazy is the meals start around $4. And so it really is affordable for everybody. Like we beat McDonald's on price head to head. And these are for robust, healthy meals that fit the lifestyle you pick. So that's the high level. That's what we're doing.
All right.
Pretty excited to be doing it.
The difference in margin, I want to hear that because there's other products out there that are doing this and you've got them all undercut.
Yep.
And you can do that because you're better at the logistics than anybody else is.
That is the correct answer. I mean, we have a really, really brilliant logistics system. The software that we built is elegant, and the way that we approach the problem is elegant. And the infrastructure is massive. What's really cool about a company like Fixe is it wouldn't have been possible 10 years ago. The grocery market in the US is a $2 trillion market. North America, $2 trillion market, yeah. And all of these large companies, Walmart, Instacart is a venture capital backed company. Amazon just purchased Whole Foods. They're all investing in groceries being delivered over the next 5 to 10 years. And grocery delivery right now, it's only about 4% of the market. But that 4% is still like a $60-70 billion market. So it's really untapped. What we have done is we have built the lifestyle piece as software on the top of existing logistics solutions. So in most cases, we are talking and communicating with, as an aggregator, existing logistics solutions and making them more efficient.
Brilliant. What's that done to your margins relative to anybody else out there?
So margin is an interesting, I'll talk about some numbers pretty transparently. I think anyone that was intelligent could probably reverse engineer them by being a customer. Right. I've seen a couple potential investors and a couple competitors actually order from us already. So they're doing it. They'll figure it out.
Yeah, let's just get it on the table.
So might as well. So what we do is we see ourselves more as a SaaS service. So the food is really passed on to the consumer almost as cost. So we have the food cost, we have the labor cost for delivery, and then what we're really charging for is a service fee for facilitating the transaction. Our minimum order is $65 for 14 meals, which comes out to about $460 something all in. That's your taxes, your shipping, your labor, your groceries. That would break down for us as something between 45 and 55 groceries, and then the remainder being labor and a couple dollars of that being a transactional fee. For us, though, the way we base the model is we have a user. That user is going to reorder from us 2, 3, maybe 4 times a month. And then if we're only making a couple dollars a week, since we're a SaaS, it's just software process and everything. Right. If we're making $10 a month per user or $20 a month per user, if it's a family, we make more on a family because we only have to pay that logistics fee of the labor once. Right. So if someone orders more than 14 meals, our margins actually grow pretty aggressively. But at 14 meals, which is the base, we're only going to make a few dollars, but that works for us.
Right, the river of pennies pays.
It does, and it's also the way we structure this, we're a nationally available service. So in 3 weeks of operation, we've delivered 18 states so far. So we've delivered in Times Square, we've delivered in Portland, we've delivered in Tampa, Chattanooga. I could just keep doing
Are you doing the
random
raise
cities.
or organic growth?
So everything so far has been self-funded. We've bootstrapped it, but we are going to begin to raise. We have over 200 customers so far. This isn't my first time founding, and I am very serious with investor money. So I'm not the guy that has a pitch deck and is asking for money to do something harebrained. I believe in validating hypothesis, and we have validated everything that we set out to validate with this, and it's now live, and we're looking to grow it. So we're going to start raising next week, actually, is our first investor meetings.
Good. Is there use of proceeds that you want to talk about, or you want to keep that for the meeting?
No, I'd be happy to solicit the general public. I don't. The first thing is we've built this with only 2 people so far being full-time, and that's myself and another guy, and then another 3 people that have put in time and effort on weekends and very late night sessions that still have 9-to-5 jobs. So the core team of 5 people needs to come on full-time and needs to have some security. It's a really reasonable number that everyone's willing. No one's trying to get rich off of their salary for this thing. We all want the equity to be the big payoff. And then after that, there's some general housekeeping, bookkeeping, having an office, really low-cost stuff. Being in Dallas, just to highlight that, you can run a startup really lean, really aggressively, and still have access to a large consumer market, very high on DFW. And then lastly, marketing. Probably about 30-40% of the raise will go to growing sales.
Right.
Yeah.
Good. Well put. All right. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right. You've been watching CEO Money with Michael Yorba. Thanks for joining with us. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
FixeFood.com.